What's up, guys? Welcome back to another weapons guide video. So finally, yes, finally we are checking out the redemption staff. People are saying that this is the best holy staff into the game, or second after the one-handed holy. Today we'll check out, I'll show you a builds guide and everything like that, and I'll say what I think about this healing staff. Because this is one of the most interesting staffs, because at the start people get confused over the description of the E, because like basically holy staffs have everything the same, the Q's and the W's, only thing that always changes are the E's, and that's why you use some weapons or you don't use some weapons. So I'll let you know everything about the redemption staff. So basically the first thing is the helmet. I have seen two things, people using either a mercenary hood or druid cowl. Basically the difference between is the mercenary hood provides you a cleanse, so usually tanks try to sleep you or tanks try to stun you, and it is really good if you have, you should like, in my opinion, every healer should have at least one cleanse. Or if you feel like you run out of really mana, no one is stunning you or whatever, you can go with druid cowl. Both of them are viable, both of them are good. Druid cowl gives like 3.5% increased healing, but that's basically it. In my opinion, always go with mercenary hood for that cleanse. I will always prefer cleanse, because sometimes even if you don't need for yourself, you can cleanse one of your teammates who is pierced or whatever cleanse is put in, you can just cleanse it and he's good to go. So basically then we go for balanced mind. Yes, basically we don't want to go for anything else, because for a healer we want to just have as many percentages on healing as we can. So that's why we go for that 1.5 increased heal power. And if you go with Druid Cow, just go with the aggression that increases your healing power by 3.5%. Then there's as well two robes. So basically there either way is mage robe, and you go with the frost shield. So it's basically like a defensive. For a healer you want at least two defensives, in my opinion. You shouldn't go with one defensive, because a lot of teams go on healers, and if the healer is vulnerable and really easy to kill, your team will die, because you always need a healer, and you always want enemy healer to die first, because then it's just an easy fight win. But you don't want your healer to die, so that's why you go for at least two defensives, and the cleanse kinda as well defensive. So that's why also I don't like the Druid Cowl as much, but it's still viable for the second option. So with the mage robe, like I said, we'd go with the frost shield. So it's basically, I'll show you the animation. It's basically a shield that increases your resistance, and people damaging you are doing less damage to you. And then we go with aggression that increases heal power by 8% as well. Then there's the second option, cleric robe. This option is whatever the healer prefers. Then we go with the everlasting spirit, and as well the same thing, 8% heal power. So basically how the everlasting spirit works is whenever you pop your air, so basically whoever is damaging you, they will do 0 damage. Why I really like almost always cleric robe, because the defensive makes 100% immune to everything, so you're taking 0 damage on that 1.5 seconds, and your heal power is increased by 30%. So in my opinion, if someone is damaging you and you're still trying to heal yourself, it's really good. But if you the only thing, the difference is between, of course, the defensive skills, but also that cleric robe is doing 5% less healing. So here you can see healing cast bonus 53, and here you can see healing cast bonus 58. So basically the thing is that in my case, I really like the cleric robe because of the defensive, but it does 5% less healing. So then it goes to your personal preference, if you prefer a bit better defensive but less 5% healing, or you just want to go full on in and try to give your teammates as much health as you can, and you like those 5%. So that's why a lot of healers use the mage robe for that 5%. But in my opinion, cleric robe is still viable, just depending on yourself. If you like to be a bit more if you like to have that survivability, really good ability, or you just like to go full on healing and still the Frost Shield provides you a lot of resistance. Then we go with Royal Shoes. In my opinion, almost everyone should use Royal Shoes, they are really good. So then we go with the jump, like per usual, and we go with the Balanced Mind, like I said as well with the helmet. You want as much healing percentage on you as you can, so you go with that 1.5 increased percentage. So with energy potions, I would say always use energy potions if you don't run the Druid Cal. If you run the Druid Cal, go for another potion like resistance because you're lacking the cleanse, or go with the sticky or whatever you feel like is good for you. Always with the potions you can mix and match. Sometimes stickies are really good, sometimes poison potions to throw aggro on you from one of the players. So in my opinion, for the potions, usually whatever you would prefer, do that. But energy potions really are the 90% thing that healers use, because in long fights you'll run out of energy, that's just normal. And then always, this is 100% go with Pork Omelette. Decreasing your cooldowns and having to be able to faster heal up someone and having less cooldowns is always really good. So always go with the Omelette, that is just mandatory. So then Redemption Staff. So basically here's the staff. The things that you want is second Q. I haven't leveled healing like ever, so the thing that you want to do is go with Generous Heal. So right now, usually before the updates and stuff, Flash Heal was always the thing that people needed to spam the healing stuff. Now it's not anymore the case. Now the best thing is Generous Heal. So basically how Generous Heal works, you heal someone and then you have cooldown that you cannot cast anything for 2 seconds, and then the cast time is also seconds. So for example, I'll show with the normal Q. It's on so for example, right now I queue up, and so it was like kind of really slowly. It will be even a bit slower with Generous Heal. So here you can see cast time 0.85 seconds. Here is basically almost the same thing. So basically it will be not as fast, so it will like kind of heal them slow, but your cooldown is 2 seconds. So whenever you heal someone right now, for example I heal, then I need to wait 2 seconds and then I can only heal again. But my heals are doing, if it's properly leveled up, at least 263 health by a single tap. And the really good thing about this is that your mana almost doesn't drain at all because you are not spamming. And so, like for example here, the mana goes really fast because the energy cost is 14. And for the Generous Heal, it seems like it is 4 energy more, but you're only healing every 2 seconds. With this spell, it's unlimited, so you can run out of health really fast, and you will do the same healing as Generous Heal, and even sometimes a bit slower, because the good thing is that you're providing yourself a mobility. Like when you heal someone, you provide you that 2 seconds that you can move or do whatever and again heal. So that is really good. Just and the second thing is just like standing and spamming. I don't like that, so in my opinion, go for the Generous Heal 100%. Then with the W, I would go with the Holy Blessing. So if you put on someone Holy Blessing, a Generous Heal, you can basically heal up someone really a lot. So the thing for healers, how you can top up someone, would be putting a Generous Heal on someone, then doing your E, and then during your normal Q, and basically from 10 to 20% health, your teammate can go almost up to 80 to 90%. So in my opinion, use this combo. First of all, using the W, then using your ultimate ability E on whatever Holy Staff you're using, and then the normal Q, you'll heal someone really fast. Because the main thing of the Holy Blessing is that you get that 30% more healing for 8 seconds. So in my opinion, that's really big. And on top of that, the target's getting healed by 10 every second. So finally is the Holy Orb. So basically how it works, it shoots a kind of beam laser thing, and the longer it travels to our target, the better heals it gives, and it is in 7-meter radius and up to 10 allies. So I'll show you, the radius is kind of really big. 7 meters is a lot in my opinion. So how it works. So basically, if I give someone my E, for example, I want to this my alliance member, I want to give him heals. If I do from really up closely, I heal him. You can see all my like allies or friendly targets got healed by 200. So only by 200 because I am standing really close to everyone. But if I go away for a bit, like for example here, I wait for my cooldown, I shoot the thing, so you will see the animation. I shoot the thing, and they're getting 500 heals. So basically this staff is the farther you are away from them, the better heals they're getting. So in my opinion, this is kind of weird, because usually you want to be close to your friendly targets or whatever, but really good thing is that everyone is getting 500 health. So in my opinion, 10 allies getting 500 health, or if particularly we use this weapon in a GVG, all your teammates basically, if they're in 7-meter radius, usually they're getting 500 health. So it's like 4 times 500, it's like 2000 health between all 4 your teammates, so it's 500 each. And especially if you level that up, this is just a level 1. And it is a 4.2. If you would have 8.3 or 8.2 or whatever, or like 8.1 usually that's used in GVGs, it would be up to 9 or 800 in my opinion per upper health. So like I said, usually the thing is that it doesn't matter if you hit a enemy, so it only that does for ally. So again, the farther we are, the better heals they are getting. Right now you saw we are really close. When we go a bit away from it, we can see that we will do a lot more health. So 500 health per thing, and without any masteries or anything like that. And also one of the best things are it has the cooldown of 10 seconds. With the amulet it's around 7 to 8 seconds, and the range is 25 meters, so the range is really big. In ZVZs, in my opinion, this is the best weapon to have for healing. In my opinion, having 10 seconds is just huge. If you use, of course, amulet, every 7 to 8 seconds you can cast this, heal someone for 500 with just level 1 mastery staff, and healing up to 10 allies, in my opinion, it's really huge. Energy cost isn't as big as well, so in my opinion, just this redemption staff, if it's played right, it could be the best ZVZ healing staff, in my opinion it is. And then it could really fight against as well 100 holy. And maybe in future I'll do a comparison against 100 holy, and we'll see who is the god of the healing staffs. And then of course with the abilities, either way we go for adrenaline, drive, charity, basically every 4 activated spells. So whenever you do 4 healings on someone, your healing becomes 20% stronger for 3 seconds. Or you go for the aggressive caster, so whenever you heal someone 4 times, then the next time, the 5th time when you're healing someone, the buff will go 2 times faster, basically almost 40% faster. So this basically is it for the healing staff. Appreciate them for watching. I hope you enjoy. This was recommended in the comment section, so if you have any recommendations for future weapons, healing staffs or whatever, let me know so I can do them faster. And I will do every weapon in future overview, but if you want your weapon faster, just submit that in comments. And if you like this video, click like and comment whatever you want, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.